Never seen something like this in my life ever, and never thought that this could actually happen to United States of America. I'll actually break it down for you in a second, but before I move on, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Let's take a look at this video clip first.
This man is robbing us blind and we're all acting like, I don't know, I guess he's allowed? No, he's not allowed. In fact, a private individual with access to Social Security alone is a violation of the data privacy laws in every state across this nation, and state AGs should have filed criminal charges like yesterday. The president is only allowing this because this is the guy who bought him the election. Trump wanted to be king of America and Elon gave it to him. The problem is, Elon wants to be king of the world and he needed America to do it.
Wow, so true. And this is what is being felt throughout the United States. Take a listen at this video.
You cannot wave away an agency that you don't like or that you disagree with by executive order or by literally storming into the building and taking over the servers. That is not how the American system of government works.
Just like Elon Musk did not create USAID, he doesn't have the power to destroy it. And who's going to stop him? We are. We're going to stop him. We don't have a fourth branch of government called Elon Musk. And that's going to become real clear.
They're shuttering agencies and sending employees home in order to create the illusion that they're saving money in order to do what? Pass a giant tax cut for billionaires and corporations.
We talked about Trump wanting to be a dictator on day one, and here we are. This is what the beginning of dictatorship looks like. When you gut the Constitution and you install yourself as the sole power, that is how dictators are made.
Democratic members of the House and Senate outside the Washington headquarters of USAID today. They stood
very powerful because the Democrats that are coming out, I have not seen Democrats coalescing the way they are right now, fearing, panicking of Elon Musk's next move.
Protesters who had gathered to denounce the Trump administration illegally shuttering that agency. USAID employees were told to stay out of the agency's headquarters today. Many were locked out of the agency's computer systems. When senators and members of Congress tried to enter the building today, they were blocked by what appeared to be uniformed Department of Homeland Security officers. What are you doing there? Congressman Jamie.
Okay, so that is absolutely scary. Take a listen to this.
Already had the infrastructure, Neuralink, Starlink, SpaceX, and don't forget X to spread any false information he wants. But he needed endless finances and leverage and power, and Donald Trump just opened the door to the wolf. The richest man in the world is stealing from you. And if we were honest, we would call it what it is. An act of war.
Wow, an act of war, something absolutely outrageous what Elon Musk is doing right now.
Raskin told Axios, quote, "We were told the office is closed and all employees were told to just telework, but I thought that was illegal now." Donald Trump
because Donald Trump, he already said that there should not be anybody from the federal office to work at home. The days of working from home is over.
Working from home will be almost entirely banned as he tries to get federal workers to quit. There was also a protest this morning outside the Office of Personnel Management, which is essentially the federal government's HR department. This is the office from which Trump appointees have been sending out emails to federal employees telling them to quit. Tomorrow, there's a protest planned at 5 p.m. Eastern at the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C.
My question is, why don't they go after the military? I mean, U.S. military, especially for the defense budget for Israel, they're sending billions of dollars. So why don't they investigate those money? What they're sending, what Israel is doing with this money, committing genocide. I mean, come on, there is no accountability for that. But you are just targeting these employees, the federal employees, who are actually not that rich. They're just minding their own business, going about their work and doing what they can do to survive. But looks like they are being held accountable when you have oligarchs, you have corporations like NRA, you have also foreign entities like Zelensky, Ukraine, and you have Israel, Netanyahu getting blank check every single day. There is no accountability, there is no checking on those things. But Elon Musk decided he somehow needs to get into the federal treasury system so that he can know who is getting paid how much and where they're coming, where the payment are coming from.
where Elon Musk's demolition crew got access this weekend to the Treasury's payment system, which means that, among other things, Musk now has access to personal and financial data of millions of Americans. Tonight, federal government employee unions joined an advocacy group for retirees in filing a lawsuit against Musk obtaining sensitive personal data on, say, everyone in this country who gets a Social Security check. Pushback is happening on many fronts. Is it going to work? Joining us now is Congressman Jamie Raskin of Maryland. He's the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee, is one of the lawmakers at USAID today. Congressman Raskin, it's really nice to see you. Thank you.
It's great to see you, Rachel, and thank you for coming.
Can you also describe what happened when you tried to go inside the building today?
Sure. Well, for me, it was easy, Rachel, because not only have I been trying to defend the Constitution and legality in America, as you know, for the last several years, but I have tens of thousands of federal workers who are my constituents in beautiful Montgomery County, Maryland. And what I see are all the telltale signs of a coup. A coup is a seizure of state power by unelected actors who work to take over the critical infrastructure of government outside of the rule of law. And that's what I see as going on right now. I mean, Elon Musk has basically tried to take control of the country's communications infrastructure, the governmental financial payments infrastructure, the data infrastructure, and he's got important parts of nodes of the military infrastructure.
The problem with that is the officials who worked, who are like professional career worker for the federal government, they are now saying if Donald Trump if Elon Musk doesn't give up, if Elon Musk does go ahead and gets all the information about the Treasury, how the system of it all works for the payment, then we are going to quit, and that's what they are doing at the moment.
So I'm looking right through Donald Trump, who no doubt wants to abuse everybody's civil rights and civil liberties and centralize all the power in him. But at this point, I'm with Steve Bannon and Laura Loomer and the people on the right who are saying, watch Elon Musk, because he's the guy who's trying to centralize all power behind him, and he hasn't been elected.
There is now a petition going on where people are signing to deport Elon Musk to get rid of him. And there is also a petition, I think it reached 200,000 people. They signed online asking the Congress to start the impeachment procedure for Donald Trump. That's what I found out.
Did anything.
When you say that, as you did today, and we played the clip of it, that we're going to stop Elon Musk, what do you see as the most effective means of opposition to the scale of what you're describing there?
Well, every democratic means available to us. Now, fortunately, because they think they're dictators, they're trampling the civil service law. I mean, the heart of civil service law is you can't fire people for political reasons. That's why we have a civil service, as you know, and yet they are being very open and explicit about their doing that. I mean, to the extent people are given any justification at all, it's that we don't think that you can successfully forward the agenda of President Trump, which is not an acceptable justification for firing people who haven't had a chance to even work for Donald Trump, right? These are professional, independent civil service members, Republicans, independents, Democrats. In any event, the vast majority of them have excellent civil service records, and you have to give them a due process administrative hearing and tell them specifically what are the charges against them. It's the same thing, by the way, with the inspectors general, 18 of whom were sacked en masse by Trump, when those people have the right to 30 days notice to Congress with a specific substantive elucidation of the charges against them. They've just run roughshod all over that. So we're going to start with civil service. We've got constitutional claims against them in a lot of places because the First Amendment stands for the same principle. You can't fire neutral, non-political officers like prosecutors, like FBI agents, like cops.
Well, that's what exactly they're doing. And the long-term effect would be that Elon Musk is going to be trying to do more. And before you even know it, all his people, his own people, his chosen people will be in power. He'll be positioning them to protect him and his interests. And that could actually be a complete disaster, a coup that he is saying, a telltale sign we are already seeing. But that time, obviously, there will be no other choice but to go and have a coup or some radical changes in the country if Elon Musk does go ahead and get hold of the system and tries to put his own people in the power, who will be protecting him and Donald Trump, and they might become dictators. I mean, the other thing that I also want to emphasize, which is that Donald Trump very soon will fire Elon Musk, or Elon Musk will fire Donald Trump. Something will happen. Something big is gonna happen in the United States, because both Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they are both narcissists.